Protein bars look healthy because the wrapper is wearing gym clothes. Big protein number, black packaging, maybe a lightning bolt. Suddenly it feels like a fitness decision. But flip the wrapper over, and some of these things are basically candy bars with a LinkedIn profile. Today, we are calling that out. Not to shame snacks, to make the label make sense. We are going through the traps. Sugar, seed oils, syrups, protein math, ingredient lists that need a search warrant. Then I'll give you 4 bars that actually deliver clean nutrition. Quick rule before we start. A bar is not automatically bad because it has sugar. Context matters. A bar after a long workout is different from a bar at your desk because you skipped lunch. But if a bar is marketed as healthy, it should earn that label. Protein should not be a coupon that lets junk food sneak into your day. For perspective, a regular Snickers bar has about 250 calories, 28 grams of sugar, and 4 grams of protein. Now look at some protein bars. The Gatorade Recover chocolate chip bar has about 350 calories and 28 grams of added sugar. Yes, it has 20 grams of protein, but it also brings the same sugar number as that candy bar. That can make sense for an athlete burning through glycogen. It makes less sense as a random Tuesday snack. A chocolate chip Cliff bar has around 250 calories, 17 grams of total sugar, 16 grams added sugar, and 10 grams of protein. That is not evil, but it is closer to an energy cookie than a protein bar. The ingredient list gives it away. Brown rice syrup, tapioca syrup, cane syrup. That is 3 different ways to say sugar. You also see sunflower and soybean oil. Again, not poison, but not exactly a clean protein-first food. Kind. Protein bars are a little trickier because they look like nuts glued together by virtue. They do have real nuts. They do have about 12 grams of plant protein, but many flavors still use syrups and sweeteners to hold the party together. That makes them a snack bar with protein, not a clean protein bar. And the chocolate-coated bars? Those are where people get fooled the hardest. The coating usually means more sugar, more processed fats, and a longer ingredient list. If the label looks like a chemistry pop quiz, your body still has to deal with it. So here is the first test: the protein to sugar ratio. If a bar has 20 grams of protein and 28 grams of sugar, protein is not driving the bus. Sugar is driving. Protein is just sitting in the passenger seat wearing a tank top. If a bar has 10 grams of protein and 17 grams of sugar, that is not a high-protein food. That is a sweet carb bar with protein added. My simple rule: for everyday use, protein should beat sugar by a lot. A good everyday target is at least 10 grams of protein and ideally under 6 grams of sugar. The exception is endurance training. If you are cycling for hours, you may actually want fast carbs. But if you are answering email, you probably do not need a recovery bar built for a football practice. Second test: ingredient count. 5 to 12 recognizable ingredients is a very different food than 40 ingredients and 6 sweeteners. Watch for syrup, glycerin, palm kernel oil, maltitol, artificial flavors, and mystery fibers doing heavy lifting. Some bars crank fiber up with isolated fibers. That can be fine. It can also wreck your stomach. If a bar gives you digestive drama, the label may explain the plot twist. Third test: calories need a job. A 350-calorie bar is basically a small meal. If it replaces a meal, okay. If it is dessert after a meal, now we have a math problem. Healthy marketing does not cancel calories. So which popular bars fail the everyday test? Cliff is the classic example. It is useful as an energy bar, It is not my pick for clean daily protein. 17 grams of sugar against 10 grams of protein is the wrong direction for most people. Gatorade Recover is another one. 20 grams of protein sounds great, but 28 grams of added sugar makes it a sports recovery product, not a casual snack. Kind protein is better than many candy-coated bars, but do not let the nuts hypnotize you. If syrups and added sugars are doing the glue work, it still counts. The real problem is the healthy halo. People see protein and stop reading. Do the opposite. Ignore the front. Read the back. Here is the scorecard I use. 10 grams of protein minimum. More is fine if the ingredient list stays reasonable. Sugar under 6 grams for everyday snacking. Under 3 is even better. Fiber is helpful, but huge fake fiber numbers can backfire. Ingredients should look like food: nuts, seeds, egg whites, collagen, pea protein, dates, cocoa, salt. Calories should match the job. Snack bar? Keep it snack-sized. Meal bar? Treat it like a meal. Now, the 4 bars I would actually consider. Number 1. IQ Bar. Most IQ Bar flavors land around 12 grams of plant protein and only 1 to 2 grams of sugar. The ingredient list is still a bar ingredient list, not a farmer's market, but the sugar math is strong. This is the kind of bar where protein actually beats sugar. It works as an emergency snack, desk drawer, travel bag, after a workout if you are not trying to slam carbs. Number 2. Aloha Protein Bars. Aloha lists 14 grams of plant protein, 5 grams of sugar or fewer, and up to 10 grams of fiber. They are also marketed as gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, and free of stevia and sugar alcohol sweeteners. That matters if your stomach hates sugar alcohols, which many stomachs absolutely do. This is a strong choice for a plant-based snack that does not act like dessert wearing a fake mustache. Number 3. RX Bar. RX Bar built its whole identity on simple ingredients: egg whites, nuts, dates, and not much else. Many classic flavors use about 5 core ingredients. That is rare in this aisle, but here is the honest warning. RX Bar is not low sugar. Many flavors have about 12 grams of protein and 0 added sugar, but the dates still bring natural sugar. So I like RX Bar more for whole food simplicity than low-carb snacking. Great before activity. Less ideal if you are trying to keep blood sugar very flat. Number 4. Epic Meat Bars. This is the curveball because not every protein bar has to taste like a brownie. Many Epic bars are savory, meat-based, and built from a short list of meat, seasoning, and salt. Depending on flavor, you can get meaningful protein with little to no sugar. They are useful when you want protein, not a sweet craving trigger. The trade-off is sodium. So if you are watching blood pressure, read that label too. So the cleaner 4 are IQ Bar, Aloha, RX Bar, and Epic. They are not identical. IQ Bar is low sugar. Aloha is plant-based and gentle. RX Bar is simple. Epic is savory and low sugar. Choose by goal, not by wrapper. Need a low-sugar emergency snack? IQ Bar is the easy pick. Want plant-based without sugar alcohols? Aloha makes sense. Want simple ingredients before a hike or workout? RX Bar works. Want protein without sweet taste? Epic is the sleeper option. If you are diabetic, pre-diabetic, or trying to lose weight, be extra skeptical of bars. Liquid sugar is fast. Candy is fast. But a sweet, low-fiber bar can still move glucose quickly. If you use a glucose monitor, test your favorites. Your body may rank them differently than the marketing does. Look at total carbs, not just sugar. Fiber helps, but net carb math can get weird. Before you buy the next bar, run the 10-second checklist. Protein, 10 grams. More. Added sugar, ideally low. For daily use, under 6 grams. Ingredients: short, recognizable, and not syrup in disguise. Calories: snack-sized unless it is replacing a meal. And purpose: workout fuel, emergency snack, or dessert. Be honest, because here is the truth. Sometimes you are better off eating the candy bar and admitting it is candy. At least then, you are not pretending a chocolate-coated syrup brick is a wellness ritual. The goal is not perfection. The goal is label literacy. Protein beats sugar. Ingredients look like food. Calories have a job. The bar matches your goal. Do that, and the protein bar aisle gets way less confusing. Quick recap. Cliff is energy. Gatorade is sports recovery. Kind can be a snack, but read it. IQ Bar, Aloha, RX Bar, and Epic are the smarter picks for most people. Next time a rapper screams protein, whisper back, "Show me the label." If this helped, subscribe for more nutrition breakdowns without the marketing fog. And comment your go-to protein bar. I'll tell you if it passes the test.